When your goal is to look and feel your best, one Denver cosmetic surgery specialist offers you caring, first-class attention. So whether you want to make your appearance more youthful through subtle rejuvenation treatments or state-of-the-art cosmetic surgery, the staff at Fante Eye and Face Center looks forward to helping you achieve your goals. Dr. Robert Fonte is a highly trained, warm, and caring physician who has brought together a fabulous team of cosmetic specialists in practice. So Dr. Fonte's Eye and Face Center offers a wide variety of treatments performed by true artists. As a matter of fact, Dr. Fonte is here now, woohoo, along with one of his patients, Jen, and Christian Onassis from Dr. Fonte's office. And I say woohoo because we are going to talk about some fantastic technology that you have in the office that kind of helps us age a little more gracefully. But Dr. Fonte, before we get to that, just tell me more about the office that you offer.
Well, we have a practice down, actually in several locations around Denver. I've been in Denver for about 13 years, and I've assembled a great team of people to work with me. I started out in Boston and trained there and in Ann Arbor, Michigan, and I teach over at the University of Colorado as well. And so we have a great team of people that are ready to help with what anybody might want, but particularly some of the things we'll talk about today.
Well, I know a lot of people who have actually gone to you for different surgeries and different needs, and they speak highly of you. So that's wonderful. And today we're going to talk about, even though you are a skilled surgeon, we're going to talk about non-surgical procedures and treatments. So what's new in that field?
Well, you know, even though cosmetic surgery still can provide some of the best results we can find for many things that people need, a lot of people aren't ready for that. They want to have something that's a little bit less invasive, a little bit less expensive to help them out. And so, although Botox and fillers have been useful and have become popular over the years, we now have something even better, which is radio frequency or even ultrasound treatments that can tighten the skin and make people look younger without any shots or without any invasiveness, which really means that they don't have any incisions, they don't have any downtime, they don't have any pain, and they don't have any injection or needle that goes into them, which is really great.
Oh yeah, amen to that. I'm all about that. Christian, tell me more about this.
Pelleve is a non-invasive radiofrequency treatment.
It's called Pelleve?
Pelleve.
Pelleve, okay.
That heats the deep layers of tissue below the surface of the skin to encourage new collagen growth. It's done over a few months, a series of treatments, and the best part is people get to see a preview of that right off the bat.
I'm excited. We could actually see a little sample of it here today, and you're going to do it on your patient, Jen, who came. How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
First off, you're beautiful. I mean, what do you need to do? What are you hoping to get out of today's treatment?
I hope for overall to improve the firmness and to kind of diminish some of the fine lines.
Okay, Christian, would you mind? Would you just give us a few
would love
seconds? And you brought Pelleve in.
Yeah.
Am I getting that right?
You are.
You are.
I want to do ha-ha after I say Pelleve. Doesn't it sound like a real French word?
It's done very gently on the surface of the skin.
Okay, we're going to get a
much
close-up.
like this.
So,
and what we'll do is you'll be able to see the skin smooth right in front of you.
okay, keep showing us that again as we get a close-up. Would you mind turning your head like you just did? Look towards me, Jen.
There we go.
There you go. And so all you're really doing is just rubbing the skin with that.
Right. And of course, sorry, go ahead.
And what it does is it actually warms up the tissues underneath the skin and makes it so that they tighten. And you get an immediate result, and then you also get a long-term result, which is spectacular. In fact, I can tell you the first time I ever saw one of the patients who had this done, I was astounded at how much better she looked immediately. Right.
Hey, would you mind passing that over? I want to do my chin a little bit. Let's do, forget Jen. Come on, let's do before and after on this right here. So it looks like a pretty small wand. Can you use that only on the face?
That's, in 2009, the FDA approved it for treatment on the face for the kinds of things that she just mentioned, tightening and wrinkles and lifting things up. Potentially it can be used many other places as well.
This would be a wonderful Christmas gift for anybody if they're doing some
exactly
holiday shopping, right?
You bet.
And how long are each treatment?
Christian?
It roughly takes about 30 minutes to an hour, depending on how large of an area I'm trying to cover.
Okay, and it takes several treatments, or one treatment? I know you see instant results, but how many treatments to be complete?
3 to 4 treatments.
And that's spread apart how many weeks?
3 to 4 weeks apart.
Okay, so maybe you go in once a week.
Well,
okay, and we have some before and afters of your work,
Sure.
Dr. Fonte. Let's take a look and explain what you did.
So here's a middle-aged woman who wanted to have some improvement in the heaviness around her face, and you can see in the after picture that that will show that there's immediate tightening that you can see from that. That's 180 days or 6 months after, and you can see how much better the tissue around her mouth and her eye looks.
And this is from the Pelleve?
This is from Pelleve.
Interesting.
So I think we might have a
wow,
immediate,
yeah, look at that compare.
Right, no question.
Before and after.
Looks younger, firmer, nicer. And again, avoiding shots, avoiding anything that hurts. Here's a little bit older woman who has deep lines, crow's feet around her eyes and on her cheeks. And she had Pelleve done also. And here you can see this is after one treatment at about 1 month. Substantial improvement in the depth of the wrinkles that are there.
I want to see the before and yeah, you can definitely see. And natural looking too. She's not going to walk into her place of business or at home and someone's going to say, wow, what'd you do? You look stretched. Like in some cases.
Not at all, no. No, it's subtle that way, which is nice.
Yeah.
Here's a woman in her early 40s who has some bagginess around her eyes and around her what's called the nasolabial crease, the line that falls down from the nose toward the mouth.
Oh.
And you can see that it kind of erased that nasolabial crease, the 11 they call it, and or the parentheses, and also the area around her eyes looks quite a bit better too. So pretty spectacular, really. 303-839-1616, or you can go to drfonte.com, 303-839-1616. Jen, they're actually going to do, Christian's going to do the procedure on you, the Pelleve, during commercial break, and we get to see the results at the end of the show. You're pretty excited about this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And why did you decide to choose Dr. Fonte?
Oh, his reputation.
Yeah.
I've heard about him, and I've known him personally over the years too, because our kids were in school together at different times.
Sure. I wish I could just name the list of people that I know that have gone to you.
You can't.
I know. Some of them are in the public eye. Let me just put it like that. But anyway, thank you so much. We're going to get a sneak peek, and we're going to check back later in the show with Dr. Fonte, Christian, and Jen to see how her in-show Pelleve treatment goes. Pelleve can be scheduled at Dr. Robert Fonte's office with minimal discomfort, so be sure to call the Fonte Eye and Face Center today. Please mention you saw them on Colorado and Company, and guess what? You're going to receive an additional savings on your Pelleve treatment. Call 303-839-1616, 303-839-1616. You can also learn so much more online about Dr. Robert Fonte's practice. His web address is drfonte.com. And a consultation with a specialist is recommended to determine exactly what's needed. You'll be glad that you chose this highly experienced professional and his staff for your new look. Dr. Fonte's number again, it's 303-839-1616. Fonte Eye and Face Center paid for this segment. We're going to check back in with them a little bit later. Still ahead this morning, if you're... Hi, good morning. You're back with Colorado and Company, and we're back with Dr. Robert Fonte to see how the Pelleve treatment went with Jen, who looks gorgeous, by the way. She was on earlier in the show and has been receiving treatments from Christian. Welcome back.
Thank you.
So, Dr. Fonte, tell me a little bit what you've been doing with Jen since the start of the show.
She had Pelleve treatment on the right side of her face since the beginning of the show. And essentially the probe is used to warm the tissue underneath the skin, which tightens it. It then causes new collagen to grow over the course of several months. So she'll actually get a lot of improvement over time, as well as the initial improvement that you can already see.
What was it like, Jen?
It felt like a hot stone facial, and I can feel the tightening effect right now too.
Very nice.
You can see a little bit of redness to her skin, which is pretty typical. That lasts just a couple of hours.
And Christian, you should have 3 to 4 treatments?
Correct.
Okay.
About 3 to 4 weeks apart.
All right, Dr. Fonte, tell me about your office, where it's located out, where viewers can find you for this.
Sure. Well, of course, we're on the web at drfonte.com.
Yeah.
But our main office is at Interstate 25 and Colorado Boulevard, right in that neighborhood in southeast Denver. We also have offices in a few other of the suburbs, including Boulder and Castle Rock, and so we're around a bit.
And what's the special offer for our viewers
The
today?
special offer for our viewers is that if they come in to talk to, if they make a phone call this week to come in and talk to us whenever it's convenient for them to do that, then we will talk to them about this, do a consultation. If they decide to move forward with Pelleve, then we will give them an extra treatment for free.
And so you said Jen's actually going to be seeing results over the next few months?
You bet.
So it's going to get better with time.
It just gets better with time.
And what a great way, a great Christmas gift or holiday gift right now. But if there's someone out there that's kind of afraid of the needles, like you mentioned earlier, Botox, fillers, this is a way to get rid of the fine lines, right?
It really is, and it fits in that place in between, because Botox and fillers really don't lift things very well. They relax muscles and fill in emptiness, where this actually tightens the tissue, which used to be the only way we could do that was a facelift. So This is a pretty nice niche.
Jen, listen, I hate to take the focus off of you again and bring it back on me, but Dr. Fonte, since you're here and I can get a free consult, right here with my chin, how many treatments would this take? And then also with the lines right here.
It would go through the same course as everybody else.
I want to look like that.
Denise, that'd be great. It'd be great. We'd be happy to see you, of course.
So how many treatments? Probably 3 to 4 treatments.
You probably would count on that. Yeah.
Okay. And what sets you apart? We have like 30 seconds from other places out there that may offer a treatment like this.
Well, we specialize in the face and neck particularly. The eye, our place is called the Eye and Face Center because that's what we do. So we don't specialize in other parts of the body. This is what we do. I have 3 estheticians who actually work with me, and Christian's one of them, and there's 2 others. All very well trained, warm, caring people. We do our best to make things perfect for you.
I can't tell you how much more easier it would be just to have this done instead of going like this through the whole entire show every single day. Thank you for coming on. Pelleve, thank you for sharing your experience, Jen. You look great.